the spinal cord and its function. The spinal cord and its function. The spinal cord is composed of neurons, as you can see. It extends from the brain to the tail, from our brain to our tail, and is protected by the vertebral column, which is called the backbone. So the inner part of the spinal cord is gray matter. You see it, this is the gray matter, while the outer part consists of axons and dendrons, and they are made up of the white matter. As we are going to look at that in a neuron. We have the dendrons and the axons. So this spinal cord has two roots. You have the dorsal root, through which sensory fibers enter the spinal cord, and you have the what? The ventral root. As you can see it, this is the ventral root through which motor fibers leave it. They leave the spinal cord. So both roots join to pass through between the vertebrae, and they branch to form the sensory neurons, the motor neurons, and the mixed neurons. So the swelling or ganglion on the dorsal root is formed by the cell body of the sensory neurons. It's formed by the cell body of the sensory neurons. So what is the function of the spinal cord? It controls the nerves. It connects the nerves to the brain. The spinal cord connects the nerves to the brain and conducts impulses from them to the brain. It's a link. So it coordinates simple reflex actions. What do you mean by simple reflex actions? Like sneezing, like coughing, knee jerking, and those are simple reflex actions. So please, earlier we talked about the brain, and this is the spinal cord under the central nervous system. But the peripheral nervous system, as you can see, consists of all nerves outside the brain and outside the spinal cord, which link to the central nervous system and to all parts of the body. So the peripheral nervous system has two parts. You have the somatic nervous system. What does it do? It receives information from the sensory receptors and conducts the same to the central nervous system. We also have the autonomic nervous system. This consists of sensory and motor nerves which connect the brain and the spinal cord to the internal organs such as our liver, heart, and the alimentary canal. Now, this is made up of two parts. You have that is the autonomic nervous system is made up of the sympathetic nervous system, which prepares our body for action, and the parasympathetic nervous system, which often acts to return body to a normal state after being stimulated by the sympathetic nervous system. So both are antagonistic. They are opposite in action. So what do we mean by a neuron? See a neuron. The nerve cell is also called the neuron. As you can see, the picture of the neuron. A neuron is a specialized cell. A neuron is a specialized cell which receives information and transmits it in the form of electrical impulses and glands. It is the